Hi everybody, welcome back to Sam's Doing Stuff. What are we doing today? Well, this is the fourth and it's going to be the final episode of BX Basics. I found in the last video I could just go on and on and on about things, and a lot of the techniques I was going to get into are going to be a little bit more advanced, not quite expert, but you know, this is basics. This is just enough for a new tractor owner to get started. So today we're going to go over the 3-point hitch. So here's the basic parts of your 3-point hitch. You've got a top link and then 2 bottom links. It's very simple. 2 pins on the bottom of a 3-point attachment and 1 top link pin on the top. You'll connect all 3 of it, and what happens is, these bottom links are the hydraulically controlled links. This is what will give you your lift and lower. The top link, as I showed you before, you let that go, and this will just go up and down on its own. The top link controls the angle of your implement. So when you let the top link out, obviously the implement will tilt back. The front of the implement will be tilting up. Okay, so it'll be at an angle like this. If you shorten your top link, it will tilt your implement so the front of the implement is down and the back of the implement is up. That's very important with a lot of implements, and I'll show you when we hook up our first one. So top link and 2 bottom links. Now, you can use your 3-point hitch that comes factory just the way it is, but it's difficult to get hooked up to a 3-point hitch implement. I don't know why it's designed that way. I don't know who invented it back years and years ago, but they didn't do a very good job of making it easy to hook up and to detach. So the first thing that I would do, I should have done, is replace, these are the original turnbuckles, right here if you can see them. They're a screw in and out turnbuckle that were right here on the lower arms, and they determine how wide or narrow your lower arms would be, because implements are different. Some of them have a wider base, some of them have a narrower base. There's really no factory standard for implements. They all change. The top link might be closer to the 2 bottom links. A lot of things vary, okay? So you're gonna wanna be able to adjust this. Well, as you can imagine, adjusting these every time, twisting them in and out to get them as tight or as loose as you might need them for whatever implement you're using is kind of a pain in the butt. So you switch these out to telescoping bars, and you know what? They should just come this way. I think that Kubota should just make every tractor should have this. See how easy this is? You just move this in and out, and then you take your pin and you put it in where you want it to be. And that's it. You can't get any easier than that. Another thing that a benefit of this system is when you are backing up to your implement, and you'll see in a bit when we hook something up, you'll want these to be at the width that you need them for that implement. So you're going to have them held out, you know, separated. Otherwise, you're going to be getting on and off the tractor and fighting with the thing and trying to get it really is not an easy system to hook up. So what these do is they hold the arms out separated. You can see if these, you know, were different, they would flop around a lot more. So they hold them where they need to be. The other adjustment you have is right here. This will determine the angle of your implement. It's only on one side. So if you want that edge to be lower than the other, you're going to have to use your implement that way, okay? You can't adjust it one way or another. So this is a more advanced thing, but I'm just going to mention it. They do make rear hydraulics for this tractor that would give you the ability to run a hydraulic top link or a hydraulic tilt. They call it a hydraulic top and tilt. So that's possible. I would love to have that, just haven't had the money, nor the means, nor the time to do that, really. So I deal with it the way it is. The other thing you're going to notice on here, these big things on the ends, this is called the Pat's Easy Change system. Okay, I switched, and I'll show you here in a minute, I switched from a quick hitch to the Pat's Easy Change because I bought one implement that would not work with the quick hitch, and that was my rototiller. I had to switch to something that would allow me to hook up to my rototiller, and this was the best way to go. I'm not going to get into huge detail about how this goes on and how it works and everything. You can go and look at other videos. I did a video when I switched over to Pat's Easy Change, and you'll see how that works. I'll try and leave a link or something over here. So anyway, that's Pat's Easy Change. Let's talk about the quick hitch. So this is a quick hitch. It's pretty simple. You're going to hook it to your 3-point system with your top link. You got a pin for your top link, and then you have 2 pins here. They come out the same way for the bottom link. Okay, so you're going to permanently put this whole system on through your bottom link and your top link, and what it does is it allows you to just you pull these arms up, and this is old and rusty and squeaky, but you just back right up, and these cradles here, these hooks, go over the bottom pins on your implement, and the top hook goes through the top pin of your implement. And you just lift the whole thing up. You can do this all from the tractor. You never have to get out of the tractor. You can reach back and you can put these back in, and these little levers here, I'll do it again, I'll show you. You see that little lever there? It goes back and then comes back out. That holds to keep making sure the pins don't come out of the cradles. So yeah, it's that simple, and it's great. I would have left this on and kept using it had I not had to switch out because of my rototiller. So this is a really good way to go. And then what you want to do after you buy a quick hitch is only buy quick hitch compatible implements. It's easier said than done. But anyway, let's hook something up. I'll show you how it works. My first bit of advice to you is going to be when you start buying 3-point implements, put them up on a pallet or up on some kind of a elevated platform. Pallets are great for it. Not everybody has the room I have, I've said that before, but you can store these things outside. I'm about to hook up the box blade. The box blade can easily be stored outside. It doesn't need to be in a building. My rule of thumb used to be, when I didn't have this much room, if it didn't have moving parts, so my rototiller, I would store in the shed. Box blade can stay outside. So anyway, the big thing is give yourself plenty of room to be able to back up to the implement and store it on a pallet or something that'll get it raised up off the ground. And then you've got, ease of getting up to it. That's the whole point. So now that I've backed up to it, let's look at it and show you how it works. I apologize if you hear a bunch of banging noises. We've got like 20-mile-per-hour winds today. Once again, Northeast Ohio, we haven't hit that season that we can really start working outside yet, but we're getting there, really close. So anyway, I backed up and I want to make sure that my lower arms are going to be the right width for these 2 bottom pins here. Remember what I told you before? So like I say, with these telescoping arms, all I have to do is pull these pins and put them back in the right holes, and those will be the right width. It's very simple. It's really the way to go. Get yourself some telescoping stabilizer bars. All right, so now these are the right width. I'm going to back up and get these underneath these pins. All right, I got those pins about where they are, where they need to be. With this Pat's Easy Change, you've got these 2 little levers, and they come out just like in a quick hitch, and they go over top of those pins to make sure they don't pop out. That sometimes helps to do stuff like that too. You just kick things into place, move them around. Now, once you get all of this adjusted, these lower arms, banging them around, whatever you got to do to get them on these pins, Pat's Easy Change gives you these bent washers. Here's what they look like, and then you take a linch pin, stick them on like that, and you stick the linch pin through, and that holds your arms from coming off, because if it wiggles around, those might slip right off of there. So you don't have that trouble with the quick hitch. The quick hitch doesn't move. It's solid, and once you get it hooked, it's going to stay on. But with the Pat's Easy Change, you got to use these things, and they fall off and you lose them, and then you got to buy new ones or you got to steal them from your other implements. But that's just part of the game. All right, now finally we're going to do the top link. So you got to have a top link pin, and the top link pins are just, you pull them out like that. That's what they look like. It's just a pin with a linch pin that goes through it. So once you pull that out, with my box blade, I have to bring this up from underneath. Okay, so I have this hanging down when I back up to it, and you put the pin through. Sometimes you have to kind of muscle it a little bit. The easiest thing to do, of course, is to change the length of your top link. So just screw that until it's in line. All right, now you get that through, and I'm going to put this linch pin through on the other side. And there you go. It's all hooked up. So as you can probably tell, I'm not really impressed with this whole system. It's supposed to be, and I said this in an earlier video, this is like the main part of the tractor. Tractors were designed for farming, to run things off the back end with a 3-point hitch, and it's just not an easy way to do it. What somebody needs to design, and this is the engineer in my head, is a quick hitch like I showed you that has some adjustability. A quick hitch that maybe is very easily telescoping, so the top hook can move up and down or move in and out. The bottom ones, that's pretty universal. I don't know, I don't have many. Well, obviously it's not universal because these are wider than my, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's just, everything is different. There's no real industry standard for it. So you got to just kind of deal with it. I know we're not getting any younger, and I want it to be easy. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So Pat's Easy Change is where I landed. I still like the quick hitch better than I like the Pat's Easy Change, but it's all way better than just taking it the way it is in the factory and try and wrestle with it that way. So that being said, I want to tell you, if you're going to buy an implement for the back of your tractor, now everybody's needs are different, but the box blade is extremely useful. You can use it for maintaining a gravel driveway. You can use it for, it's like a bulldozer on the back, pushing dirt around. You can grade with it. You can move. The best thing it does is to move loads of dirt. You can move way more dirt with this than you can with your front loader, actually, and just drag it along. It's really fantastic. And of course, it has these scarifiers that stick down, and these things go down into the ground and break up the ground and allow you to, just move material. It's really great. And you use it as ballast. If you've got it on, it'll work as great. It's about 500 pounds. It's heavy. It'll work perfect for ballast when you're carrying loads in your front loader. So that's the basics in a nutshell for the 3-point hitch. There's a lot more involved in it, a lot more advanced stuff, especially when you go to hook something up that uses the rear PTO. But once again, this series was for the new tractor owner, so you have a basic understanding of what this stuff is and what it does before you buy a tractor, or once you've taken your delivery of your new tractor. And I really hope that I help some people out. Now, what to expect from here on? Well, finally the weather's getting better and I'm not sinking into the mud anymore, and I should be able to get some stuff done. Next video you watch, we are finally putting in our garden, okay? We are not too far behind the 8 ball. We're actually gonna have frost tonight, so you don't wanna plant your garden before the last frost. That'll kill a lot of stuff. Anyway, so, usually by mid-May here in Northeast Ohio, get some seeds in the ground. So I'm gonna be doing that next video. It's gonna be pretty nice. I've got a design. Yeah, of course I've got a design for my garden. It's not just gonna be, So anyway, we'll get that done. And then I've got some super exciting stuff in the works, and I just cannot wait to show you. It's big stuff. It's gonna get a lot done around here. So anyway, you gotta subscribe and you gotta hit that notification so you know when it's coming up. So probably in the next couple videos, you'll see the big news. So anyway, appreciate you stopping in for this series. And if you have any questions, comments, if you're a seasoned tractor owner, please leave some comments, leave some tips and tricks for people. And I will catch you next time when I'm actually doing more stuff. See you then.